Do you ever watch someone a little older, maybe in their 70s or even 80s, move with a spring in their step, pick up something they dropped without a second thought, or even walk across a slightly uneven path with complete confidence, and you think to yourself, wow, they're really doing well. They're like a rare gem. Sadly, for many of us as we get older, those simple everyday movements can start to feel like a monumental task. The fear of a fall, the struggle to get up from a low chair, or the feeling that your body just isn't as capable as it used to be, can really weigh on you. It's a painful reality that far too many people face, feeling their independence slip away. One small movement at a time, that sense of freedom, the ability to do what you want, when you want, without worrying about your physical limitations, can seem like a distant memory. But what if I told you that maintaining that vitality, that easy movement, that sharp mind, isn't just about luck or genetics? What if there are practical, straightforward steps you can take, starting today, to become one of those truly rare gems who defies the usual expectations of aging? In this video, we're going to uncover some incredibly powerful habits, things you can easily incorporate into your daily life that will help you build strength, improve your balance, sharpen your mind, and even sleep better, all leading to a more vibrant and independent life. It's about regaining that confidence in your own body, finding your inner spark again, and truly thriving. So make sure you watch to the very end, because I have something that will genuinely surprise you and change the way you think about aging and what's possible in your golden years. Let's dive right into the first key area that truly sets those thriving seniors apart: building and maintaining strength. Now, when I say strength training, I know what might pop into your head: images of big muscles, heavy weights, and sweaty gyms. But please, set that picture aside. For us, especially as we move into our 60s, 70s, and 80s, strength training is about something far more fundamental. It's about maintaining our ability to live independently and confidently. You see, as we age, our bodies naturally tend to lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. This isn't just about looking a bit less toned. It affects everything from how easily you can open a jar, to how safely you can climb stairs, to whether you can get up off the floor without assistance if you happen to fall. It also directly impacts your metabolism and your bone density, making strong muscles a crucial protector against osteoporosis and fractures. The good news is, you absolutely do not need a gym membership or complicated equipment to start. You can do so much right in your own home. Think about simple, everyday movements that use your body weight for resistance. For example, chair squats, just standing up and sitting down from a sturdy chair. Controlled and slow, for a set of 8 to 12 repetitions. If that feels too easy, try hovering for a second before you sit, or doing it without using your hands to push off. This single exercise works your legs, glutes, and core, muscles essential for walking, balance, and getting up from anywhere. Another wonderful exercise is wall push-ups. Simply stand facing a wall. Place your hands on the wall, shoulder width apart, and lean in, bending your elbows. Then push back. It's a gentler version of a traditional push-up, but it still strengthens your chest, shoulders, and arms, which are vital for pushing open heavy doors, carrying groceries, or even just reaching for something on a high shelf. Don't forget calf raises, simply standing up on your tiptoes and slowly lowering back down. Strong calves are surprisingly important for walking efficiently and maintaining balance. If you want to add a little more resistance without going to the gym, resistance bands are an absolute game changer. They're inexpensive, lightweight, and come in various strengths. You can use them for gentle rows to strengthen your back, or for leg exercises like leg presses while seated or standing. Even household items can be used as light weights: a couple of cans of soup for bicep curls, or a bottle of water for overhead presses. The key here isn't about lifting heavy, It's about consistency and proper form. Start with lighter resistance and fewer repetitions, and gradually build up as you feel stronger. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions a week, even if each session is only 10 to 15 minutes. Listen to your body, and never push through sharp pain. The goal is to challenge your muscles gently, not to exhaust them. Imagine the difference this can make, no longer struggling with that heavy bag of cat litter, or feeling completely confident about carrying a laundry basket up the stairs. It's about feeling more capable in your own skin. Now, as important as strength is, it goes hand in hand with another critical factor for maintaining independence and confidence: balance. The fear of falling is a very real and debilitating concern for many as they get older. And for good reason. Falls can lead to serious injuries, loss of confidence, and a significant reduction in quality of life. But here's the empowering truth: your balance is like a muscle, and you can absolutely improve it with practice. Think of all the everyday situations where good balance comes into play: navigating an uneven sidewalk, stepping over a pet, reaching for something in a cupboard, or simply standing still without swaying. When your balance starts to waver, every step can feel precarious, and that naturally leads to avoiding activities you once enjoyed. So, what can we do to improve balance? One of the simplest yet most effective exercises is standing on one leg. Start by holding onto a sturdy support, like the back of a chair or a counter, and lift one foot just an inch or two off the floor. Try to hold it for 10 to 15 seconds, then switch legs. As you get more comfortable, gradually reduce your reliance on the support, perhaps just touching it with one finger, until you can eventually stand freely. You can even incorporate this into your daily routine. Try balancing on one leg while you're brushing your teeth, or while waiting for the kettle to boil. Another excellent exercise is heel-to-toe walking, sometimes called tandem walking. Imagine you're walking on a tightrope. Place the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other foot, and continue walking in a straight line. Again, start with support if needed, and practice in a safe, clear space. These exercises challenge your brain and your body to work together, strengthening the small stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core that are crucial for preventing stumbles. Beyond specific exercises, consider activities that naturally improve balance and flexibility. Gentle forms of exercise like Tai Chi are renowned for their slow, deliberate movements that significantly enhance balance, coordination, and mental focus. Many community centers or local parks offer free or low-cost Tai Chi classes, and it's a wonderful way to connect with others while benefiting your body. Gentle yoga or Pilates classes, designed for older adults, can also be incredibly beneficial, improving not just balance, but also flexibility and core strength, which are all interconnected. Simple stretches, like hamstring stretches, calf stretches, and gentle arm circles, can improve your range of motion and make everyday movements feel less stiff and more fluid. Imagine being able to confidently step off a curb, or effortlessly pivot to greet a friend, without that nagging worry of losing your footing. That feeling of physical confidence is truly what makes you a rare gem. These physical foundations are absolutely vital, setting the stage for greater independence and enjoyment of life. But what we put into our bodies is just as critical for keeping our inner systems humming along. So let's talk about fueling your body right. Now that we've discussed the importance of keeping your muscles strong and your balance sharp, let's move on to something that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful for your energy and overall well-being: the fuel you put into your body. This isn't about restrictive diets or complicated meal plans. It's about making smart, simple choices that nourish you from the inside out, helping you sustain that vibrant energy and sharp mind we all desire. And at the heart of this, for those of us over 60, is a focus on protein and gut health. Let's talk about protein first. It's absolutely vital, perhaps even more so as we age. Remember how I mentioned sarcopenia? The loss of muscle mass. Adequate protein intake is your body's best defense against this. Protein provides the building blocks for new muscle, helps repair existing muscle, and even supports bone health. Many older adults don't get enough protein, which can lead to fatigue, weakness, and a slower recovery from illness or injury. The general guideline is to aim for about 25-30 grams of protein at each main meal, rather than just having a big protein surge at dinner. Think about spreading it throughout your day. What does 25-30 grams look like? It could be a chicken breast, a piece of fish, a cup of Greek yogurt, 3 large eggs, or a cup of lentils. Excellent sources include lean meats, fish like salmon or cod, eggs, dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt, and plant-based options like beans, lentils, tofu, and nuts. Adding a scoop of protein powder to your morning smoothie can also be a simple way to boost your intake. Imagine feeling satiated after your meals, without that energy slump, and knowing you're actively preserving your strength simply by choosing the right foods. Beyond protein, the health of your gut, your digestive system, plays an enormous role in your overall vitality. It's not just about digestion. Your gut is connected to your immune system, your mood, your brain function, and even how well you absorb nutrients from your food. A healthy gut means better digestion, less bloating and discomfort, and more efficient absorption of all those good vitamins and minerals you're eating. So, how do we support our gut? Firstly, fiber is your best friend. It's the scrub brush for your intestines and feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. You'll find fiber in abundance in fruits, vegetables, whole grains like oats and brown rice, and legumes. Aim for a colorful variety of fruits and vegetables every day. Secondly, consider incorporating fermented foods into your diet. These are natural sources of probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that keep your gut microbiome balanced. Think plain yogurt or kefir with live active cultures, sauerkraut, kimchi, or kombucha. Even just a small serving a few times a week can make a difference. Lastly, and this is simple but profoundly important, stay hydrated. Water helps everything move smoothly through your digestive system, preventing common issues like constipation that can be so uncomfortable and draining. We'll touch more on hydration later, but for now, remember that clear water is your gut's best friend. When your gut is happy, you'll feel lighter, more energized, and your body will be better equipped to fight off illness. These internal habits of what we eat and how we rest truly nourish us from the inside out, providing the foundation for everything else. But there's one more crucial piece to this puzzle that often gets missed. Something that can truly transform your experience of aging. And that's a deep, restorative night's sleep. We all know the frustration of tossing and turning, looking at the clock, and waking up feeling even more tired than when you went to bed. It's a common complaint as we get older. But it's a misconception that poor sleep is just an inevitable part of aging. In fact, quality sleep is absolutely essential for your physical and mental well-being, perhaps even more so now. While you sleep, your body goes to work repairing cells, consolidating memories, balancing hormones, and strengthening your immune system. If you're not getting enough deep, restorative sleep, it can manifest as brain fog, low energy, irritability, and even a greater susceptibility to illness. It directly impacts your ability to think clearly, remember things, and have the energy to do those strength and balance exercises we talked about earlier. So, how do we encourage better sleep? It often comes down to creating a consistent and calming routine. First, try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, known as your circadian rhythm. Second, optimize your sleep environment. Make your bedroom a sanctuary dark, quiet, and cool. Consider blackout curtains, earplugs, or a white noise machine if needed. Third, Establish a relaxing wind-down routine in the hour or so before bed. This means stepping away from screens, your phone, tablet, and TV, which emit blue light that can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. Instead, try reading a physical book, listening to calming music, doing some gentle stretching, or taking a warm bath. Avoid heavy meals, excessive liquids, and caffeine close to bedtime. And during the day, make sure you get some natural light exposure, especially in the morning. It helps signal to your body when to be awake and when to be sleepy later on. Imagine waking up feeling truly refreshed, ready to tackle the day with a clear mind and renewed energy. This isn't just a luxury, it's a cornerstone of vitality. Next, we'll dive into something that truly lights up our lives and often gets overlooked as we focus on the purely physical aspects of aging. We've talked about moving our bodies, fueling them with the right foods, and giving them the deep rest they need. These are all foundational to a healthy, vibrant life. But now, let's talk about something truly unique. Something that adds a vibrancy to life that no diet or exercise plan alone can provide. Something that separates those rare gems from the rest, having a powerful sense of purpose. This is often the missing piece. The secret ingredient that energizes you from within and keeps you engaged with the world. When we talk about purpose, it doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It's simply having something that gets you out of bed in the morning. Something that gives your day meaning and direction. For some, it might be volunteering at a local charity, sharing your wisdom and experience with others, or contributing to your community. For others, it could be dedicating time to a long-cherished hobby, perhaps painting, playing an instrument, gardening, or writing. It might be learning a new skill, whether it's a language, how to use a new piece of technology, or a craft you've always wanted to try. Or it could be as simple and profound as being a hands-on grandparent, actively engaging with your family, or caring for a beloved pet. The research is clear. People who have a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer, healthier, and happier lives. It's linked to better cognitive function, lower rates of depression, and a greater overall sense of well-being. When you have a purpose, you have a reason to stay active, to keep your mind sharp, and to connect with others. It provides motivation and a positive outlook that radiates from within. Imagine waking up each day with something to look forward to, a project to work on, or someone to help, feeling truly alive and engaged. That kind of internal spark is truly precious. And finally, something that's often overlooked in our pursuit of vitality, but which profoundly impacts every single system in our body, staying wonderfully hydrated. It sounds so simple, almost too simple. But the truth is, many older adults are chronically dehydrated without even realizing it. Our sensation of thirst can diminish with age, and medication side effects or a simple lack of awareness can contribute to not drinking enough water. Yet, water is absolutely essential for everything. It carries nutrients to your cells, flushes out toxins, lubricates your joints, helps with digestion, regulates your body temperature, and even impacts your brain function and energy levels. If you're not drinking enough, you might experience fatigue, headaches, constipation, dry skin, and even confusion. Staying hydrated helps you feel more alert, supports your gut health, and keeps your muscles and joints working smoothly for those strength and balance exercises we discussed. The actionable step here is incredibly easy. Keep a glass or bottle of water nearby throughout the day. Infuse it with slices of lemon, cucumber, or berries if plain water isn't appealing. Make it a habit to have a glass of water with every meal and in between. It's a small change with huge benefits. So, when we look at those amazing individuals who are 65, 70, even 80 and moving through life with such ease, whether it's confidently walking up a hill, enjoying a deep conversation, picking something up off the floor effortlessly, or simply having the energy to pursue their passions, it's rarely just one thing. It's often this beautiful combination of nurturing their physical strength and balance, eating foods that truly support their bodies, getting that vital restorative sleep, staying wonderfully hydrated throughout the day, and most importantly, finding a deep sense of purpose that gets them out of bed each morning. The surprise I mentioned earlier isn't a single magical pill or a groundbreaking discovery. The surprise is how simple these habits truly are, how accessible they are to almost everyone, and yet, how profoundly powerful they become when practiced consistently and together. It's this combined commitment to these foundational elements of well-being that makes someone truly a rare gem, sparkling with vitality at any age. Remember, you don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight, even small. Consistent changes in these areas can have a profound impact, adding years of vibrant, independent living to your life. Every single step, no matter how small, is a step towards becoming that rare gem, full of life and confidence, embodying what it means to truly thrive. I'd love to hear from you. What's one small change you're going to make after watching this video? Or, what's a habit that you already practice that makes you feel like a rare gem? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, because your wisdom and journey could inspire someone else who is watching. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this message. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing for more practical tips and encouragement on living your best life at every age. You are truly capable of so much more than you might imagine. Embrace these simple habits, nurture your body and mind, and continue to live your best life, full of joy, purpose, and vibrant health. No matter your age, you deserve to shine.